Say hello to our brand new Creative Calligraphy Starter Kit that we've just updated. So it includes a sheet that has your name written in calligraphy, and we've updated as well the list of things that is included in here. It has a mini calligraphy starter kit. So these first few items here, the calligraphy pen, sliding tin, nib container, pointed nibs, and the ink bottles are actually in here in the mini calligraphy starter kit. It also has a little envelope that has instructions on how to do modern calligraphy. It's a really short calligraphy starter guide with basic strokes, an exemplar, the basics of calligraphy. It has a dual purpose pen. This really makes our kit unique because it's also good for lefties and righties. You can use the straight pen for left-handed students, and then with this flange helps put the nib on a slant, and that really helps right-handed people write for modern calligraphy. The first bottle of the Sumi ink, which is our favorite ink for modern calligraphy, is included in here. So there's 1 ounce here and another one in this bag. Also in this mini kit, it has this really cool brass pen rest. Really cool. It's got a good weight to it, so it doesn't kind of fly off your shelf or your desk. And then this sliding tin nib container has 2 nibs in it, the Nico G and the Brow Steno. These are both pointed nibs, so they're great for modern calligraphy. And then aside from that, we've also got a vellum envelope that has a little bit more things as well. So in here it says it's got the lead holder pencil, the extra Nico G nib, and the sand rubber eraser. So the reason why we have these tools is because we also encourage practicing with a pencil. Good for layouting. So this is a lead holder pencil. So it's not just like a normal mechanical pencil. It holds a lead, a 2mm lead, and then it's a 2B, so it's nice and light. And then it also has a sand rubber eraser. So we like using this one, the sand for ink and the rubber side for eraser. So we like to write in the pencil and then trace over with ink. And there's also an extra Nico G nib in here because in your course, with all the amount of practice that you'll be doing, you'll probably need an extra Nico G nib. And then, as I mentioned, there's that extra Sumi ink bottle here. And then the last 2 things we've got in this one is the workbook. So the workbook is really cool because it has 70 pages of practice, and this is actually the workbook that you'll also see in our course. So this one has, you know, again, some instructions on modern calligraphy as well as practice drills. We've got 4 sheets of that. And then these are all calligraphy ink-friendly paper. It's very clean and easy to write on. And then it got the letters from all the lowercase letters in the level of difficulty. So it starts with the letter I, which is our easiest letter. It goes harder and harder. Then it goes into uppercase letters. So that's after Z. Okay, but this one is in alphabetical order. It has some instructions on the top, and then like kind of breaking down the strokes and then the words themselves. And then after that, we've got numbers, and then we also have the connecting lowercase letters because this is important for learning modern calligraphy, and these are the worksheets that you'll also find in our creative calligraphy course. So in a cool way, it is a workshop in a box. And then after all these common letter combinations, there's also some connecting uppercase letters as well. So it'll be really good for you to practice all of this. So you can trace it, or you can add a vellum sheet on top to add to your practice. And then we also have a silicone mat here, which is a good surface for writing in modern calligraphy. You put that on, and then you put this piece on. So if we want, we could just set it up really quickly. Got your silicone mat, right? It's got your creative calligraphy workbook. It's spiral bound on the top. That's why lefties and righties can write comfortably. You can go to the page that you wish to practice on, just like this. You can put the sheet, like 2 sheets down, and then put the rest of the workbook on the back. That way when you're writing in modern calligraphy, you don't have the thickness of the book on the side. That way, if you're left-handed, it won't affect you, and then when you're right-handed, on the right side, it won't bother you that the book is so high up. And then this surface is good for the ink portion. That way, it's easy for you to write with. So I've got the Sumi ink here, and then we've got the let's get the pen rest out. Pen rest. And then got the calligraphy nib. I usually like to ask my students to start with the Nico G nib first. It's a good nib to start with. And then as you get comfortable, you can try out the other one, which is the Browse Steno nib. Okay, so we're going to put this nib in here. And then this is how you would put it on. You'd want to make sure that the nib kind of goes into the, like, if you drew a line down, it would go to the midpoint of the pen.